Hello and welcome to the first episode of Caden Unboxes something he likely didn't have permission to get. On today's episode, the HP ML350p Gen 8 server. So, this is my new server. It is the HP ML350p Gen 8. Inside of all of this, I have to manage to figure out a way to get off this frankly insane amount of bubble wrap and make it somehow watchable so that you people can enjoy it. It's massive. So I'm just gonna go slashy on it until it comes open. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you a little bit about this server while I unbox it. As I've stated before, the server I'm currently unboxing is the HP Proliant ML350p Gen 8. It is equipped with two Intel Xeon E2560 V2 processors. These high-performance processors ensure that my server can handle even the most demanding workloads with ease. To support its processing capabilities, my server boasts an odd yet sufficient 57GB of DDR3 ECC RAM. I will be running multiple virtual machines simultaneously using Proxmox or transferring large amounts of data to and from the server, and I feel confident that it will be able to do so with ease. Storage is also a strong suit of the server, with a whopping 7.6 terabytes of storage capacity. I will have more than enough room to store my virtual machines and not have to worry about them not having sufficient room on the machine. One layer off after 7 minutes. In terms of power, this server is equipped with two 460-watt power supplies, providing a reliable and redundant power source. This redundancy minimizes the risk of downtime and ensures uninterrupted operation and helps to prevent data loss in the event that one of the power supplies were to go bad. When it comes to pricing, the HP ML350p Gen 8 can vary depending on the configuration. On eBay, I've seen them go from anywhere between $230 for one with no drives and a single processor, all the way up to $3,600 for ones with hundreds of terabytes of storage. It really depends on what you will be using the server for that will determine your pricing. So, as for use cases, I'm going to be using this server to host a Proxmox instance. In case you don't know what Proxmox is, it's an open source virtualization platform similar to Microsoft Hypervisor or VMware EXSI, but it's free, so I like it. For the past few months, all of my servers have been either offline or running on a virtual machine hosted on my main computer. The problem with that is the heat my computer generates. It gets quite hot, and it having to be on 24/7 running in a room that gets very little airflow means my office is consistently at or around 80 degrees Fahrenheit. That, coupled with the fact that I'm a naturally very warm person, does not equal a very happy Caden, and I'm often sweating in my office and it's generally extremely uncomfortable. With this server being in the closet part of my office and I being in the office part of my office, it keeps the heat in there away from me and the coolish air in here with me. As for what I'll be running on Proxmox, I plan to be using free PBX for home lab purposes, as I don't want to experiment with the one that I have hosted on Hetzner to prevent damage, because that's the one that my family uses. I will also be using Windows Server to host SnipeIT, Active Directory, and various other things that require Windows Server. There will also be a Home Assistant server running on another one of the VMs so that I can control things from the tablets that I have glued to my walls and have overall better control over my smart home devices than I would if I was using the standard Google Home app. I will also be using a TrueNAS instance, as I need a place to store my files since I'm a bit of a data hoarder and do large file transfers between devices, as Discord or email just isn't cutting it anymore. I often need to transfer files that are gigabytes in size on a whim, so having a dedicated file server that is locally hosted will be a game changer, and it will save me money because I will not need to pay for Google Drive. I will, however, be keeping iCloud Drive because I want my phone to automatically back up in case something happens to it. Finally, I'm just going to have a machine that runs Arch Linux for general testing purposes. Now, I do eventually want to host a Nextcloud server, as it looks very cool, but I've heard that it's very hard to set up, and I don't really have the patience to figure it out right now, due to me having to do schooling, YouTube, videos, TikTok, and running my eBay store. Maybe in the future I'll do a YouTube video on me setting up Nextcloud. And it has been released from its box. I just dumped Q-tips all over the floor. Hi, Editor Caden here. I'm sure, like me, you are already tired of listening to me run my mouth about this server. Instead, I'm going to run my mouth about today's sponsor. This server was provided to me by Mr. Warden's Workshop, a 501c3 nonprofit company dedicating to helping creators like me follow our passions. Join me in supporting Mr. Warden's Workshop on TikTok and YouTube. Now back to the video. Lovely. Let's go ahead and power it up. It's doing something. Early processor, processing log. That's all the stuff. I don't know what it means. That's a really cool thing. Oh, it's early system initialization. So this is going to do something in a minute. Maybe. Hopefully. Hope this works. The dual Xeon E5 2620 V2, both at 2.1 gigahertz. Oh, thank God. It shut up, finally. That's not horribly loud, that's just minorly annoying. Just minorly. So, we're gonna, it says, well, it's gone away. So I don't know what any of this means, but it means something. F1 to continue. Let's go ahead and see what happens if we push the F1 key. So it says it's gonna attempt to, wait. I swear, if it does this the whole time, I'm gonna cry. Oh, it's VMware Hypervisor, so this already has EXSI on it, I think. Maybe, I don't know if that's what VMware Hypervisor is, I think it is. So, in case you can't tell from the sudden change in lighting and outfit, I forgot to record an outro, so here's your outro. The server ended up working great. Proxmox has been installed, and I've had no issues with it. It's been running phenomenally. I will showcase more of the server and Proxmox in the next coming months. If you like this video, you should drop a like, and if for some unknown reason to me you like this a lot, a subscription would be greatly appreciated. While you're at it, go follow me on TikTok. I do sometimes entertaining content, and Instagram if you want to see what goes on in my personal life. And join the LightNet Discord server. We have a community phone system. It's really great. I'm out.